What's going on, Kicks Gang? It's Heat Kicks back with another video, and today I will be starting up something new, a series focused on talking about all the hyped releases that will be coming up for the following months. Being that November starts tomorrow, we will be focusing on all the hyped releases for the month of November, and I am excited, and you guys should be too, because there is a lot of heat. There's also a lot of heat coming out in December, and as we get closer to the month of December and the end of November, I will also do updates for you guys then for the month of December, so on and so forth. So basically we're gonna get into this. If you guys are new to the channel, if you haven't gotten a chance, feel free to subscribe and smash that notification bell so you guys can get all my videos on demand. And with that, let's get right into it. On November 1st, the first shoe that we're gonna talk about is the LeBron 16 I Promise. It's one of the first 5 silhouettes that was basically depicted in the 1 through 5, or what the series that came out. It has a black upper and a multi-color outsole. And then also on November 1st is the CDG Garcon Air Force One that's going to be coming out. So for those of you guys that got the merchandise, the shirts and hats and stuff like that from the CDG collab, you guys will be able to get the sneaker to go along with that as well. Then moving on to November 2nd, we have the Vans NASA collab, which is kind of cool too. I think I'll personally be skipping on it, but it's an all white regular Vans silhouette that says NASA on the side. It has the American flag actually velcroed on the back, and being a Army veteran, it's kind of a similar setup. So like on the BCUs or BDUs that we had for our Army uniform, we would have the velcro. So for our rank, the American flag, our unit patches and all that, so that those could be interchangeable without having to buy a whole new uniform or going and getting those stitched onto your uniform. Having that take a while and then paying extra money, you could just get the Velcro stickers. But anyways, the American flag, that's how that sticks onto the back of that shoe. And then I believe the outsole is designed to kind of be pretty close to what the outsole is like on the boots that the guys from NASA actually have when they go into space. And then also too, on November 2nd, a really big release, we have the Kith Aspen Consortium 4D that's going to be coming out. I'm pretty sure it's only releasing with Kith. It's going to be very, very hard to get, very limited, unless you guys are in New York or going to be able to get into one of the Kith stores or know somebody or have a connection. I'm definitely going to be going out for that, but who knows what's going to happen. For those of you guys that are going out for it, I wish you guys good luck as well. I think those are going to be retailing for either $450 or $500. And as of now, we're 2 days out from the release and they still haven't given us the full detail. The shoe is basically an almost exact depiction of what the Kith Aspen was 2 years ago, except it's a little lighter, and then it has that ash green 4D outsole, which is obviously going to make it limited, and actually it's a really dope looking silhouette. Then moving on to November 3rd, we have the Air Jordan 5 Bread Satin colorway that's going to be coming out. I'm going out for that personally. It's first come, first serve pretty much everywhere I've seen. Foot Locker, Foot Action, Champs, East Bay, all the mom and pop stores, online, Sneakers app. So you guys, as long as you guys get up early, I think everybody will probably be able to get their hands on those. It's not an energy release or anything like that. And then also the PSG Air Jordan 1s are coming out as well, and they are kind of a similar material, so I wouldn't say that it's satin on the PSGs, but it is that kind of satin-like material, as I'm sure you guys have seen from the photos in the last couple months. It's not that really shiny satin that has that sheen on it, but both of these sneakers are gonna have that crease factor, and that is something that I'm not looking forward to with the Air Jordan 5s, but I don't have the breads and I don't have a satin silhouette in the collection, so I'm definitely excited to have those and add those to my collection. Also on the 3rd, I've never actually seen this model before. Maybe you guys have, or maybe you haven't, but they're doing a Bape X Adidas 3ST.002 collab, which is basically an all black Adidas silhouette with a multicolor, almost holographic looking 3 stripes pattern, and a black and gray kind of camo wash pattern that they have on the silhouette. It's kind of neat, but not something that I'm going to be going for. And then November 9th, I'm very excited, and I know you guys are too. We are getting the Yeezy 350 V2 Zebra restock, and from what I've seen, it's not just restock of pairs that they didn't sell. They do have new dates, new manufacturing numbers, and the stock is supposed to be pretty decent, so I think a lot of us will be able to cop and pick up pairs for those. Definitely don't sleep. It's not going to be like these last 700s or the creams, although the pairs, I think there will be a lot of them. I think the demand is going to be a lot higher, so don't sleep. And I think those will definitely be sold out within an hour or two of the release. So I think we will have the opportunity to get those, but it's not going to be like these last couple of releases that we've had. Then moving on to November 10th, we have the Air Jordan 3 Chlorophyll, which, as you guys know, has the off-white bottom outsole. It's got a gray canvas and suede. The suede looks pretty decent on those, and kind of like an olive green or chlorophyll green colorway hits on the eyelets and then up around the collar as well. I'm probably going to be passing on those just because there's so much heat and so many other things I've kind of got my eye on. And then, of course, the one that everybody's been waiting on, the Off-White Menta Air Max 97. As you guys know, those released overseas. The release is slated for the 10th, and it's either going to go one of two ways. They're going to do a sneakers pass on the 9th and then do a lottery on the 10th, or they're basically not going to do either of those, and they're going to do a random, like, you know, no time, just a random drop on the 9th or the 10th. First come, first serve, which will be good for the manual gang guys like myself and a lot of you out there. It'll basically take away the options for a lot of the bots to be able to count them if they are random, so that would be kind of neat. And then after that, moving on to the next day, November 11th, we have the Jordan 4 Singles Day. It's a pretty dope silhouette, and as of right now, it seems like it's just going to be a GS. I haven't heard about extended sizes. As you guys have seen, and if you haven't seen in my previous video, you guys can go ahead and check it out on the channel, but I do have the 11 Lab 4s that are patent leather red that are pretty much a very similar pair to that, except these don't have that shine. And then also too, they have a, you know, it's got that material that rubs off. So as we've seen on a lot of the silhouettes where they'll put a material on and it's, you can take like acetone lightly and rub it off to kind of make a custom design, or the design kind of breaks out based on your natural wear and tear. And I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if they do mention a couple days before the release that they are doing extended sizes, because I do know a lot of the guys do want to pick those up. And then for the small feet gang, you guys that have small feet, you will still be able to pick up those sizes. You'll just have to basically do the conversion. So if they go up to size 10 in women, that would be a size 9 in men's, so size 9 in men's and below. That's what we'd be looking at if it sticks just strictly as a GS and kids release. Then moving on to November 17th, we have a few, but one that really excites me is the Air Jordan Rookie of the Year, which is an all-white silhouette with that wheat colorway on the leather on the bottoms around the toe, and then up on the wing flaps. Those flaps actually come out like the off-white silhouettes, and they actually have writing on the inside that talks about Jordan's Rookie of the Year accomplishments. And Nike's reason for doing that colorway is when Jordan got his Rookie of the Year award, he was wearing a similar color wheat shirt, and they kind of gave that as the reason. It's, I don't know, I think it's stretching a bit because the shirt he had was more of like a greenish olive color, but hey, whatever. They look super dope. Honestly, as far as quality, not the silhouette, but as far as quality, they look to be shattered backboard quality. They look to be like the best quality Air Jordan 1s that we're going to be getting all year. Premium tumbled leather, premium suede that's just got that, you know, that medium hair, but you know, you put your finger on it and you can see the color change going back and forth. It's a super, super dope silhouette. And then for the ladies, we have the Air Jordan 12 Pro Purple, which is an all-white silhouette, but with the purple around the mudguard and purple on the inside around the collar. They do look kind of dope. I would actually probably pick those up for myself if they did have those in men's sizes. And then on the same day, some of these dates are subject to change, guys, but they're releasing on the same day as the Rookie of the Year 2 additional Air Jordan 1 silhouettes, the Air Jordan 1 Union LA. Those are going to be releasing at Complex Con. They were supposed to be Complex Con exclusive. I'm sorry, no, the Complex Con I think is the Nerds. So those are supposed to be a Union LA exclusive, but I heard that they are going to be having them at some additional consortium retailers. So I don't really know how limited those are going to be, but they are definitely an energy pair. And they are going to be a lot harder, probably some of the hardest pairs to get this month, along with the off-whites that are going to be coming out, which there is a lot of them, and we will get into that and talk about that as well. But the Union colorway is basically a black toe colorway, and the wing panels on the top are like a white color, and the wing embellished logo on the side is white too. It's kind of got that deconstructed stitching, deconstructed materials, and has those flaps that come out again kind of with an off-white look. And then the other pair is basically like the reverse Royals that we got with the blue around the toe and the white all around the mid, and then it's got red on the wing, so it's an all blue with red. So I'm not really too big of a fan of either of those, but if I was gonna get one of them, I would get the one that looks like a black toe with the white panels on top. And then that's pretty much gonna be it for November 17th. Then moving on to November 23rd, we have for the guys the Jordan 12 Bulls, which is a leather suede material. I can't really explain it, but for those of you guys that have seen pictures, it's like a crossover between leather and suede. And even people that have had them in hand just say it is a leather, but it's really, really soft and smooth and almost feels like a suede. So it's really dope. So it is a monochromatic all red Air Jordan 12, and then it has that shiny red panel on the side where it has, you know, for the 12s typically have on that air where it says Air Jordan 12. And then again for the ladies, we have the Air Jordan 11 Neutral Olive also being released on that day. And then again, another Yeezy 350 V2 coming out on October 23rd. We have the Yeezy 350 V2 Sesame colorway, and I would predict that the stock numbers will be high on those as well. Again, with Yeezys Never Sleep, I don't think it'll be like these latest 700 Mauve colorways, but I think they will be kind of like in the blue tint, yeah, probably in the blue tint range, between blue tints and creams. They're not going to be a million pair of them. I think you'll be able to get them on release day without too much trouble. But again, don't sleep because the demand on those is a lot higher. Then coming up to the end of the month, we have a bunch of releases on October 29th. On October 29th, we have 4 silhouettes of the Pharrell NMD, and that's the Pharrell NMD Inspiration Pack, and they come in 4 colorways. The Clear Sky colorway, which is a light blue colorway with dark blue Chinese writing on them. Then we have the Powder Blue, which is a dark blue silhouette with a pink cage. We have the white and bold green colorway, and then we have the core black colorway which is black with a red cage and then kind of a tannish brown part for the part on the back. And then just like the last pack that we got, the Afro pack, it has that same kind of African design around the collar of them, so you'll be getting that on all 4 pairs. I think those are going to be like the last couple of pairs that had come out, where you're going to be able to get them. They might even be sitting around for a couple days. But still, if you want those pairs, get them, get up in the morning, and as I always do, if you want something really bad, get up early and get it, and then go back to bed so you have it. Don't sleep. That's my motto. That's the sneakerhead motto. If you want something, don't ever sleep. Set 3 alarms. Do basically whatever you have to do. Now, I was mentioning earlier, we're going to go back a little bit, but I was saying the Complex Con exclusive, I think I may have skipped over it, but it is the blue nerd colorway. I'm not sure if I had mentioned it, but that is just going to be a Complex Con release, maybe a couple other small consortium shops, but those are going to be super hyped. Resale is going to be really high on those, and those are going to be very difficult to get. And that's pretty much wrapping it up for the end of the month. We do have a couple confirmed and / unconfirmed releases, so they are confirmed for the month of November, but we don't have dates for those. And that is the Off-White Air Max 90 and the Black Cone colorway. And then also too, I'm really excited about this one. Of course, I'll be positive, so I'm hoping I get the opportunity to get my hands on them, but they have a Desert Ore Hyper Jade Bright Mango colorway, which I'll show you guys here on the screen, which is basically like a wheat colorway with a bright orange mango swoosh that comes all the way down right to the midsole and outsole. Really dope colorway with mango and Hyper Jade hits up towards the top and on the Nike Air tag on the side. And then we have the Off-White Zoom Fly in the black and pink racer colorway, which I'm sure you guys have seen advertised, and I'll have pictures for those as well. And with that, guys, that is the crazy month of November. And with that, we will be wrapping it up. Like I said earlier, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can get all my videos on demand. It's Heat Kicks. I'm out.